I would like to introduce Liana Antanovich, who is the Managing Director of Copernici. She's going to share with us some really excellent content around marketing and marketing campaigns and marketing planning. Over to you, Liana.
Thank you, Paul. Hello, everybody. My name is Liana Antanovich, and I was supposed to present with a friend of mine, Andy from Bizible, Andy Turman, who unfortunately could not make it to co-present because of the sudden death of one of his closest relatives tonight. So I will be a voice for two. I hope I'll present well, both for my part and for his part. You will see when his part is coming. If you have very, very deep, detailed questions, and it's probably better for you to just email him. You will see his contacts. But I will be happy to elaborate to my greatest knowledge this technical part of the subject. Why Copernici? I called the company as I'm former Microsoft, and when I left, I started the company, and I thought how to name it. And then I was going through my books, and all of a sudden I came across Nicolaus Copernicus, a famous Polish astronomer, business person, a major of the city, and an authority in a church back then. I was fascinated by his story since my childhood because he was such a talented individual, and he was talented extremely in disciplines which we now, using technology, marketing, and Microsoft language, call product planning, product management, innovation, and marketing communications. I was fascinated that he lived at the time when sciences just pretty much started their course of action, and he was not only clever and talented to make contradictory to the common views discoveries, for example, about the solar system, that it is not the sun which is revolving together with all the stars around the Earth, but actually the sun is the center of his helios system, and 6 planets are going around. By the way, nobody knows that he was the first who wrote and published the theory of money. He was the first, his book was the first ever book published on economy and on theory of money, and it was done in Prague. So economist, scientist, and fantastic marketing, public relations, and marketing communications person. Just think of it, that was the time when you could not disagree. If you disagree, you go on mistake. That's simple, right? He was so clever, he not only wrote down his discoveries, he also managed to publish them, and he passed away peacefully at his own home, being surrounded by friends and family. His book on the solar system was published after he passed away, because that was the most revolutionary book. And he made it in his will that this book would be published after, so that his being is not at stake. So that's why I call the company Copernici, which means very smart people, a team of smart people. Many of us are Nicolaus Copernicus, in a way. We do our marketing consulting business. That was supposed, Andy was supposed to say that, because we saw a gap in the market. For years, both Andy and I observed that companies are chasing growth. Everybody's in business, and everybody is chasing growth. We want to grow. How do we grow? And when people answer this question, they mostly would start talking about tactical marketing awareness. Let's do some Facebook, let's do some social, let's go for this event. And things would not connect from different observation points to a system. And by the way, if we come back to Nicolaus Copernicus, the existing Ptolemaios system that assumed that the sun, together with the stars, is revolving around the world, was precise enough to predict the showing of the planets in the sky. The system worked. Copernicus systems predicted the same appearance of planets on the sky with exactly the same precision. But the concept of that he laid out, the concept behind it, was much greater, and it enabled scientists to go far beyond predicting where the planets will be. Now think of predicting revenue, right? So the methodology that I'm going to share with you is actually not new. It's not a change in the solar system principle, but it is just concepts are grouped together in a way that you can come home to your office and you can open the presentation, review marketing in your company and say, okay, here, and here are opportunities. So how many of you are actually doing marketing or have some marketing responsibility? 1, 2. Okay, great. So this presentation is for those who meditate on marketing one-on-one, yeah? And for those who present marketing concepts and go-to-marketing plan to management and to colleagues in the company defending marketing budget. Because if we want to predict revenue and drive revenue, we need to have some reinvestment into business going. So both Andy and I, when we met for the first time at the MIT Enterprise Forum here in Seattle, we started talking and we were like, yes, that's what it is. Actually, competitive advantage in, especially right now in technology space, is not so much in marketing awareness. It comes from a synergy of the market fit of the company's offering and fierce campaign management. That means in a programmatic way, driving campaign management and optimizing around it. There is no other, there is innovation, but it is very, very difficult because larger companies with their R&D budgets are aggressively tackling innovation. And if you are a system integrator, you might find or invent a solution here and there. But to carry this flag through the noise of marketing and competition is very costly, timely, and not always the company has enough structure, headcount, and stamina, and financing to go through this. So, does this dialogue in the office sound familiar to you? Director of marketing is talking to CEO, defending the marketing budget and go-to-market plan. May I have your approval to proceed finally with the marketing plan? CEO, I don't know, I have to think about it. So many uncertainties and dependencies, right? Who had that situation?
Every day.
1, 2, every day. There you go. Director of marketing, I would really like to keep it in. So what as a marketing leader, director of marketing, even if you just own the product line and you are responsible for both engineering, licensing, sales, and marketing of your product line, what can you do? So who wants to know the secret of hearing yes? The secret is if we keep the market fit outside of our conversation. Yeah, that was the first component. And if we talk about marketing campaigns, the secret is explaining marketing campaigns. The way I would like to speak about it is to start from a 30,000 point of view, go down to tactical, and then come back, look back to business goals and to a strategic point of view on marketing campaigns. So let's some time on unwritten this. A little bit more why we talk about this, why I'm talking about it. I'm 4 years driving Copernici and advising companies globally, technology companies primarily, on strategy, on management and marketing. And every time when we start working with a company, we start, okay, these are your immediate problems, but then we go to business strategy. Okay, business strategy it is, but then how you execute on it. And we circle back to marketing campaigns. So we've heard so many stories, and we had our hands on helping companies in doing that. I'm also ex-Microsoft. I launched Microsoft Certified Master and Microsoft Certified Architect programs. This is probably one of my greatest achievements. I'm extremely proud of. I got to meet all these fantastically talented enterprise-level architects, technology-level architects on SQL Server, Exchange, Windows, Active Directory. Fantastic. I was blown away by the amount of talent these programs were able to attract. And Microsoft Certified Architect was a very expensive program, and it still is. Its cost varies from $25,000 to $50,000 for 3 full weeks of classroom training. And this training is quite intensive. And it is quite humbling for many. I've been attending the classes. During marketing, these programs I reached in marketing communications the record for Microsoft Learning audience, and we tracked it via cookies. Yeah, so one cookie is one individual, and we reached 9 million of IT professionals and developers. Who knows how many of these are of them in the world? The number 22.5 as of 2010. So that is almost a 50% audience reach. Yeah, that was for Microsoft Learning. It was increased, I don't remember, 5 or 6 times in their addressable audience reach. Drove Microsoft Learning growth on all product lines, 17% year-over-year during economic downturn. Advised on forefront client security launch, and recently advised parallels on full portfolio marketing across 3 marketing segments. Talking about it. Andy. He is in 2 years of multi-channel online marketing for small businesses and 80 technology startups, including search engine optimization, paid search, marketing communications. He uses applied innovation in tracking revenue data across lead sources, we'll see it later, and customer buying cycle. That's fascinating what they do. They've got, he graduated the Technology Accelerator Techstars Seattle, and probably because Microsoft's own accelerator was not available then. Microsoft's own accelerator kicked in, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. However, it's focused more on development on Azure, right? Andy is co-founder of Bizible. So him and Aaron Bird started this company, and they got funded by Seattle-based Madrona Venture Group. Okay, Andy's not here. I'm disclosing the number, getting 2 million in seed funds. So they're charging full speed, working on their product. They patented marketing analytics that tracks the exact revenue generating from online marketing to offline sales. So because you are developers, and if you see what he came up with as well, and you're trying to spend some time developing something similar, I would advise you to check out what they actually patent. Because it's simple, it's easy, but people did not, they were the first one to kick it into production. What we will cover for the company, goal setting, then we will talk about what is campaignable. And campaignable, I almost want to copyright this term because it has a very specific meaning actually. So, yay for us inventing, right? Prospective customer profile and buying behavior, marketing campaign structure, 4 specific elements or 4 whiteboards that you want to draw in your office on the walls to capture all the necessary elements of the marketing campaign. And then we will look back to business goals and predicting revenue, including net promoter score and how to do it. Goal setting. Depending on what type of a company you are, training partner, licensing partner, SI, IC, value-added reseller, you are defining your business model. Then you have defined, or you are redefining your product lines or consulting services. You put what's including in which vertical, horizontals, and solutions you play. With a focus on growing, for example, Microsoft collaboration and BI consulting services. And then you list your revenue sources. So as you've captured that, you come up with a table, usually with 3-5 years forward. Even if you're a small IT shop, you should have this outlook forward. Because based on the actions that you do today, your future depends on that. You can play good cards and win the game, or you can, lose your good cards and be out of it. And the industry is competing and increasingly intensively consolidating right now. Companies leave business, mergers and acquisitions are happening every week. I see emails on LinkedIn, I receive emails from my friends. This is a huge spike in mergers and acquisitions in IT industry right now. Let's pretend this is an example company and it makes its revenue from 3 different revenue sources. This is an upper pie chart. The company sells each of these product lines in 5 different verticals. It doesn't matter here for simplicity, the ratio in product lines to vertical is the same. When you put yourself into the marketing shoes, even if you're a CEO and you don't have a marketing person, you still, in some form of fashion, making these choices, making these decisions. You can put your marketing campaigns per product line, or you can do it per vertical, or a combination of sorts. You make your decision where the message and the money was put in. So after you've selected your campaignable products, right? So you know that you are doing either by product line or per vertical product. You selected the product set. You also, some people do it different. Some people start from selecting the campaignable product. Some people start from selecting campaignable segment because their thinking comes from the segment. Actually, there are 2 processes that happen simultaneously. If you have 2 marketing managers who report to you, then you tell one, you do product segmentation, you do market segmentation, and then you bring them together into the conference room and say, 5. And they start matching best product segments with best market segments for your company. Campaignable segment is worthy of your marketing dollars because your offering has a market fit. It meets the customer needs and customers are ready to pay for it. Right? Oftentimes when we have a solution but customers are like, can we have it for free? Well, we're good enough without it. Right? Your voice is relevant to the market and can be heard. Just an example why I put this bullet point. An entrepreneur developer approaches me and says, Liana, I think that if I build a chat in the browser, in IE, Internet Explorer, then I will win the market over Skype, IM, Facebook chat, and whatever else is available, and Link.